The Horseshoe is filling up on a beautiful late summer afternoon as Week 1 rolls on from Columbus. Under mostly clear skies and an 84-degree noon sun, the nation's top-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes begin another championship pursuit as they welcome Ball State. The Cardinals are hoping to reverse their fortunes after a 4-8 campaign marked a fifth consecutive losing season, and they'll look to junior running back TJ Horton to help spark the offense. Ohio State, meanwhile, enters the year with unfinished business after a 12-2 season that ended in a college football playoff Cotton Bowl loss to eventual national runner-up Miami. The Buckeyes once again boast an embarrassment of riches, including preseason first-team All-American junior wide receiver Jeremiah Smith, one of an incredible 10 Ohio State players named to the preseason first or second-team All-America squad. Expectations couldn't be higher in Columbus, and the road back to the college football playoff begins this afternoon. Ball State and top-ranked Ohio State are ready to kick it off next.
It's the Ball State Cardinals and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Buckeyes are never satisfied, even though this team went 12-2 last season, perfect in the Big Ten until the Big Ten championship loss to Indiana. Ryan Day knows the Buckeyes have something to prove. They have got to rebuild and reload after losing some top talent to the NFL, but they have got Jeremiah Smith, and he is the best player in the country. They can build around this superstar. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Cardinals kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country. Bunch formation for these receivers.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question.
Snags it, and he's open. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. At the 45, on his way. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. 3rd down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Running through contact. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Buckeye! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So Ball State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense. They said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots. So, obviously, we've got to communicate.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Might as well stick with him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Throwing, say it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Sayin. A little screen to the running back. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Sayin on the play action. The throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. some misdirection with the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly,
Caught, and he's got room. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Saying, looking for the goal line.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he got loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Sayin. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Again, it's Sayin. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time on target. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Sayin flips it out on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of stay. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Maybe some room here. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Thacker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's Horton. Plows through the defense. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Horton. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Right down the boulevard. Had to settle for the field goal. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires left side, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Say it. On the run, fires downfield. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
Number 92, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's Sayin to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. To the air, it's Sayin. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Sayin back to the air. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 15. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Throwing, Sayin. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Into the end zone for 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for space. It's Horton. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This will likely be the last play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 25 team, the Florida Gators.
That'll be the next game I should play. They've always got these upsets happening.
The job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back over to your game in Columbus. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Horton.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Hamilton. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Cardinals have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Horton.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Over the middle, it's Smith. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw it, Sayin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Working that left side now. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Again, it's Sayin. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Saying. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Running inside. It's Jackson. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, Sayin fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Nice move to keep running. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cardinals will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Makes a grab and room to run. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Say it. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's got it on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Corralled and brought down by the defense. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to the run, it's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the beatdown has ensued.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Tight end finds a soft spot. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quick release by the QB. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Horton. There's a crease. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Here's Sayin to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Running inside, it's Jackson. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Defense wants to bring the heat. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Runs through a tackle. And nothing.
All right, Ryan Day, I don't think he's super impressed by this performance by his Buckeyes, but he's going to go ahead and let the backups get in there for to finish off this game here.
And Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, things are starting to get pretty emotional. As you know, this head coach coaching for his home team, his first game as the head guy, and this will mean so much to him. His offense, though, just has to finish it off with a big lead in the 4th.
It's like it's Ryan Day's first game coaching for Ohio State.
For this coach who's given so much of his heart and soul to this program. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
So number 1, Ohio State gets a win, 37-6, but Ball State has nothing to hang their head about. They were pretty competitive, only down 24-6 at halftime. It was actually 17-6, pretty close to halftime. Ball State shut down Ohio State's running games. That's something Ohio State's going to have to address, but Ohio State does end up winning by 31 points, probably got around the point spread by the end of the game. Let's take a look at the team stats here. Ohio State had the edge in first downs, 18-12, total offense 361-187, rushing yards 80-77, barely outgained Ball State in rushing yards. Passing yards, Ohio State had the edge 281-110, third down conversion percentage, Ball State actually had the edge 21% to 20%. Turnovers, each team had a turnover. Ball State lost a fumble, and Ohio State threw an interception. And time of possession was actually won by Ball State by 2 minutes. Player stats for Ohio State, Julian Sayin finishes 26 of 36 for 266 yards, 3 touchdowns, but that 1 interception. Ball State's Keldrick Luster finishes 14 of 29 for 110 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Leading rusher for Ball State was TJ Horton, 19 carries for 91 yards. For Ohio State, they were led by Bo Jackson, 10 carries for 62 yards and 1 touchdown. Leading receiver, I guess we will give it to Jeremiah Smith, 5 catches for 71 yards, though he did not have a receiving touchdown. Devin McEwen, Brandon Innes, and Ramir Johnson all did, though. And leading receiver for Ball State was Donovan Hamilton, 4 catches for 39 yards for him. Leading blocker for Ball State was Chris Hood with 8 pancakes. For Ohio State, it was Jeremiah Smith with 7 pancakes. Defensive leaders for the Buckeyes, they were led in total tackles by Quay Rusaw and Jalen McClain, each with 8. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Rusaw also led the team in tackles for loss with 5. Sincere Johnson led the team in sacks with 1.5. And no interceptions for Ohio State. For Ball State, Chris Jackson had the only interception. There were no sacks. And Gavin Forshaw and Micaiah Webster tied for the team lead in tackles for loss with 2 each. And Derek Fields led the team in total tackles with 9. Kicking stats for Ball State, Brody Bohm, I think, made both of his field goal attempts with a long of 46. No extra point attempts for him. For Ohio State, Connor Hawkins made all 3 of his field goal attempts with a long of 46, and he was 4 of 4 on extra point attempts. Punting for Ohio State, Joe McGuire had 4 punts for an average of 46.7 yards per punt. For Ball State, Cole Stumbaugh had 6 punts for an average of 53 yards per punt. Kick returns for Ball State, Jamarian McDougal had 5 returns for an average of 14.6 yards per return. For Ohio State, DJ Cross had 2 returns for an average of 20 yards per return. Kyle Parker had 1 return for 18 yards. Punt returns for Ohio State, DJ Cross had 3 returns for an average of 6.6 yards per return. And for Ball State, Jamarian McDougal had 2 returns for 0 yards, apparently. And Quintavious Scandrett had 1 return for 39 yards. That's not too bad. Looking at the scoring summary, in the first quarter, Ohio State got on the board first with a 36-yard touchdown pass from Julian Sayin to Brandon Innes. Ohio State led 7-0 after 1. The second quarter, Ohio State got a 2-yard touchdown pass from Sayin to Devin McEwen, and then an 18-yard field goal from Connor Hawkins. Then Ball State got a 21-yard field goal by Brody Bohm and a 45-yard field goal by Brody Bohm. 17-6, it was 17-6 at that point. But then Julian Sayin finds Ramir Johnson from 6 yards out, and Ohio State leads 24-6 at halftime. No scoring in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, Bo Jackson gets a 6-yard touchdown run, and Connor Hawkins boots 2 more field goals for Ohio State, 1 from 37, 1 from 46. That gives you your final score of number 1, Ohio State 37, Ball State 6. So Ball State was a little bit more competitive than Ohio State was probably hoping they'd be. Ohio State really struggled running the ball. They didn't try to run the ball too much. They started to have some success in the fourth quarter, but the first 3 quarters they weren't doing much at all on the ground. But Ohio State wins. Headline from the game, complete dominance. The Buckeyes put together a convincing win over the Cardinals in a 37-6 victory. The highlighted players here are Jermaine Matthews Jr. and Quintavious Scandrett. See, Ohio State led in everything, just barely in rushing yards though. And there's more stats. next game coming your way, I'll probably do the Florida game next because they keep showing that Florida International, I think it is winning that game. I assume that is a noon game. There it is, all the way down here. But that is a noon game. I think I'll do that one next, and then we'll go back from the top. But from Columbus, Ohio, the number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes get the win over Ball State 37-6, and we will see you next time.